Hey everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's Tuesday today because Wednesday is my only day off this week, and I'm going to be spending it with my wife. So I wanted to get this knocked out now. No homebrew on hand today. As you can see, I am in my vehicle hanging out at work right now, so I can't do anything like that, but just hanging out here until I get to go home. I'm on call, which they won't use me most likely because it is my last day off. But anyway, on to brewing talk for a little bit here, and then I'm going to do a little something different at the end of this video just for kicks, non-homebrewing related. So I'll get the homebrewing stuff out of the way first, if you want to watch that, and then I'll let you know when the next part's coming up so you can just turn it off or whatever. But I'll let you know what it is before you turn it off, hopefully. That way, if it is interesting to you, you can watch. But anyway, the SJ Pour experiment, I was going to be participating in it, but now I'm not. I already let SJ know. I'm going to be moving sooner than I thought. I originally wasn't going to be moving into my house until the first week of July. Things have changed a little bit. Going to be moving in the first week of May now. May 1st, I'm going to be able to get the keys, as the person that was renting the house will be moving out, and it'll be all said and done, and my wife and I will be able to move in, and we'll have our first house. So because of that, my money is, I'm trying to save up. There's some things we got to get for the house and whatnot, nothing major, but my thought process and everything is on that and getting us in there, and don't tell my wife this, but hopefully getting geared towards building an electric brewery. We'll see how that goes, but eventually it will come. So once I get in there, I will probably do the brew, but I want to let it sit a little longer, letting it sit for a month and then mailing it in and then having the money and all that. It's just not a good time. Priorities. So that's the plan. When I do brew that beer, I'll shoot some footage of it. I always try to do a little bit, or at least get on Uvu or Justin TV, and hang out if it's a good time for everybody. What else is going on? The Fat Tire clone's been sitting in the bottle 1 week today. Everyone's commented a lot on that and wanting the recipe. If you want the recipe, I don't have a problem sharing it with you. I can send it to you, either extract or all grain. I just don't like to put it down in the comments. So if you really want it, send me your email and I'll eventually get it to you. And let me know also in the PM if you want it to be extract or all grain. I just don't like to go, I'm willing to share recipes and stuff like that, but I don't like to just go and throwing them out and posting them, especially when this one's not even mine. I'll share it, but like I said, I don't like to just put them up down in the comments or the notes section down below there. That's just me. I'm lazy, don't want to type that much. Not only that, but it's easier to send you a one file and go on from there. This is the end of the home brewing part, but before you turn it off, we're going to talk cigars a little bit. Oh, hold on. The stereo turned off. I'm not a smoker myself on a regular basis, but as you can see, the sun's shining. Weather's going to start getting nice, especially once we get in the house, sitting around the bonfire pit at night. I like to indulge a little bit every now and then. These are nothing spectacular. These are made by Acid. I like these. Just, they're reasonably priced. It's a good cigar. I mean, there's 10 in here for $20, $25. So not too bad. Oh, just got an email for someone wanting the Fat Tire clone. They're just little. They each come individually wrapped inside the tin here. These are petites, is what they call them, and Acid. They have 4 different kinds of these. This is my first time with these. I really, really, really like, let's see, it's on here. I really like their blue edition. It's got a nice spicy note to it almost. But if you like flavors and cigars, or like flavor and beer and stuff, you might like cigars. Shoot, my grandfather great-grandfather, I should say, never smoked in a day in his life, but that guy, when we were out working in the farm fields and stuff, he was always chomping on a cigar. He liked the flavor of it. You know, you can get the flavor that way as well without smoking it. Also, the cool thing about acid, and I don't know if Craig Tube watches my videos or not, if he does, or anyone else that smokes, has a hookah, because I also have a hookah, acid makes tobacco for hookahs, and it is flavored. But when you're smoking it, you'll get you get the cigar smoke notes in there, which is really cool. So that's a nice thing. Back to these, the petites. They are not cut, which I like because I don't like cut cigars. I use a punch. This is my lighter. I have a cigar lighter, yes. These are nice. They're not really that cheap, but this one is a butane torch lighter. It's got 2 jets in there. And it's got 2 cutters. It's got a big one that pops out of the bottom, or punch I should say. Actually, that's the small one, and then there's the bigger one. So depending on the size cigar, you got 2 size punches. Why I like a punch more than a cutter is because a punch helps funnel all that flavor down into a smaller area when you're smoking a cigar. When you cut it, so sometimes people just cut the tips right off, cut the end off, and they cut too much. And then the flavor is just everywhere. This concentrates the flavor by using a punch because it's a much smaller area that you're pulling that smoke through. Now there are times when you will have to use a cutter, and those are torpedo-shaped cigars. They come down to a point. They taper to a point on the end. You know, you got to use a cutter with those. A good quality cutter is important because they're nice and sharp. You don't want to tear up your cigar, especially when you're getting into stuff like that, because now you're spending, you know, you could be spending 10. I've seen cigars for $18. I know Alan from Behemoth Brewing, Chubby Gut and Brew. His YouTube channel is Chubby Gut and Brew. He can get Cubans. The Cubans don't like us here in the States, so I can't get those, especially on the cheap. And usually you have to order them through Switzerland and places like that, Sweden and whatnot. Pain in the ass to get, so I'll just stick with what's cheap because I'm not spending what it costs to get real Cubans here. And that's if customs doesn't take them if they figure out they are Cubans. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to smoke this, and I'll let you all have the rest of your day. The punch, all you do is kind of set it on the end, twist it a little bit. You need to put a little pressure on, and as they get dry, it gets a little tougher. These ones they just came out of the humidor today. So there, I punched it. See, now there's a nice little hole in there. And you got to clear your punch after you're done, so just work it out. And then you get a little plug like that. We'll get rid of that. Now, lighting a cigar, usually your cigar shop will give you matches. If you're going to use matches, strike it and let it burn for just a little bit. Don't just strike it and light right away, because you'll get that sulfur taste in there. And that's just being picky. I mean, this is getting way above and beyond even where I'm at, but from the research I've done, you can get that sulfur-y in there. So if you use matches, strike it and let it burn for a second before you use it. That way you get that sulfur off there. The torch lighters is great. This is designed for cigars, and when you light it, you don't actually want to put the cigar in the flame. You want to just lightly toast the end of it, just above it. And the heat from these butane torch cigars is enough to do that. So we'll go ahead and light it up. See, the flame's not even touching it. I can see where the flame is. But you want to lightly toast it all the way around, and you'll get a nice even red on there, red ember, and that's it. You can sit back, relax, and enjoy. Good stuff. Nice bold flavor. A little bit of sweetness. The blues are a little sweeter and they have a spicier note to them. This one's just really bold. Do enjoy these, but the blues are my favorite. Anyway, I hope everyone has a happy Homebrew Wednesday. I'll watch your videos throughout the week. And next week we will be doing, I promise, next week I'm going to do the side-by-side of the Fat Tire clone. Hope everyone has a good one. Cheers, and 17.